And, well, Vici have gone for very much, we want to play right the way back composition. It's
stay
like
away.
Anyone under the, 750 range is not allowed in this composition, apart from Graves, because he's apparently the tank. But for Vici, they don't want to try and get on towards IG at all. But when I look at Invictus Gaming, between Enchanted Crystal Arrows, with those equalizers, they're going to have a grand old time of making sure they're able to get on top of this Vici lineup, especially when you include speed-ups coming through from Lulu with the Whimsy, setting up for Ning. IG are looking to spike hard in this mid-game and roll over Vici Gaming.
They definitely are. And you know what? This draft, it feels a little bit like Game 5 blind pick, doesn't it? With some of the picks that we're getting in here, but Rookie with the Z, he was hovering it in the draft for game number one. But
the entire champ select
it felt like Rookie was hovering it and then decided, you know what, I'm not going to pick this blind. This is not a pick that I'm willing to go for blind. Baited Zeka into going for it, and now he has the counter pick.
I feel like there's a Weibo conversation that we're missing out on. That somewhere in the mix there was this agreement between Rookie and Zeke about what was going to be played. A gentleman's agreement was made, but we're not party to it. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm excited to see what Rookie can now do with this set. I mean, Rookie's the best mechanical player we have in the LPL right now. Seeing him on a Z is going to be fantastic.
I cannot wait to watch this in the mid lane, and I don't even think that Leyan and Ning are going to be much of a part of it. I feel like this is a 1v1. This is Mano A. Is it Mano A Mano? I never know. I've never been to Mexico.
I don't speak Spanish, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, either way,
Mano
Spain aside, it's time to go into Summoner's Rift once again. I don't know where Summoner's Rift is on the map specifically, but that's where we're headed. Uncharted territory, apparently. I'm rambling now, Dagda, as we're heading into game number 2 between IG and Vici Gaming. We got Rookie on Z, we got TheShy on Rumble, and we get to see an Ashe Lulu lane on the bottom side. As everybody is currently stacked, Vici looking to try and make some level 1 shenanigans happen.
That was definitely someone in the back was watching this and said, right, lads, in the last game, IG invaded through bot side. We're going to go fight them level 1. This is going to be it. And IG didn't get the memo that they were still supposed to go for this, but unfortunate. Either way, though, I still think we're going to get a lot of action this game, especially from IG's side. Like, they have some super strong lanes here. Rookie, with that electrocute, can do a lot of work against Zeka on this Zoe. TheShy as well in this top lane may have his work cut out from against Cube, but we'll have to see if we can get some help from Ning in these early stages.
We will have to see. We're going to see the Comet down in the bottom side there from Southwind. He wants to get some poke down during that laning phase, and the same for TheShy on Rumble on the top side of the map. But honestly, I'm not that fussed about those lanes. I'm looking at Rookie. We saw the Conqueror at Zeka in the last game. Rookie says, no. He's going to electrocute. He's playing to assassinate. He's playing to make Zeka's life miserable.
Even has the Transcendence for the added cooldown as well. So he's definitely going to be looking to make these plays happen. Scorch for the laning phase. Like, everything about this rune choice is for the laning phase to beat Zeka. And I like the Rookie's gone towards this electrocute. Obviously, the Conqueror is more because Galio's tankier. Wanted to try and get as much damage as possible onto the Galio. Zeka, he doesn't have a health bar. So when Rookie wants to try and make these plays happen, it's going to be a lot stronger to have the electrocute in his back pocket.
Also, post 6, because of Zeka's portal, you always know where he's going to go back to, so it's very easy with the Living Shadow to land those Razor Shurikens to spin around and slice him up.
One of the things as well is that if Zeka tries to go aggressive, like say he portal jumps at you after hitting the Sleeping Trumble Bubble, the passive will deal damage, which gives you enough time to press your aura as he pops back. So you follow him back through the portal, jump as Zeka, and then you can actually kill him as Rookie. So there's a lot of not so nice trade.
And your shadow is way back there. So once you're done doing your damage, you just zip back to your tower, you're completely safe. Jobs are good. So feeling pretty good for Rookie in this matchup. But obviously, he needs a couple of levels before that happens. One thing I will say is, even pre-level 6, if Zeka steps a bit too far forward, there is kill threat for Rookie.
Exactly, and especially now that he has the level 3, you've got full access to your kit. You can try and pop a shadow down next to Zeka if he will allow him, but you do have to be careful if you go towards that as Rookie, because it is obviously your main escape tool, and not quite able to hit the double shuriken there, which may have signaled Rookie time to go in and see if he can finish off Zeka.
That'll be the question. Obviously, Zeka does have the flash available, so I'm not anticipating that Rookie can just grab himself a kill, but then Rookie does a lot of things that I'm not necessarily anticipating, because the man is an absolute menace. There was an interview that he did, or not an interview, but during IG's vlogs that they have on their YouTube channel, he was talking to one of the coaches, and the coach was like, I don't know if we can get to their backline as Orianna. He just said to his coach, other Oriannas can't. I can.
He's a confident player, and look, you can see it in his play. Like, whenever he is able to go aggressive, he just looks so damn good, and that's why he, like, you watch him in lanes where he's even playing something like an Azir, and you're like, oh yeah, well, this is a pretty even matchup, or he's even in a losing matchup, and you come back at like 10 minutes in, and he's a 20 CS lead, he's already got himself a solo kill, and you're just like, that's not how that's supposed to work, rookie.
Yeah, it doesn't ever seem like it's how it's meant to work, but it does seem to work. Leyan moving into the lane, though, to try and get some damage down. Flash for the trouble bubble. The chickens aren't there, and that's going to be first blood as Leyan looking for that revenge against his old squad. TheShy wants to answer on the top side as Cube disengages.
Good job from Leyan to set up that play alongside Zeka, so they do manage to get the kill on towards Rookie. Now Ning making his way up towards this top side. Was waiting to see if Cube would go for the ward, but not going to be able to wander into the hands of this Sett.
TheShy's still a little bit away from that level 6, so won't get the equalizer to force this one, but Cube trying to turn this one around, flashes forward, but the shield comes out the last second. Oh my days, he gets it at the last possible moment before Ning arrives.
Just about able to get that. That shield was pretty damn clutch from TheShy, but unfortunately not clutch enough. Cube does get the 1v1 and will be answered by Ning. Wave, though, will still be picked up by Cube. He's able to TP back in. We're going to TP from TheShy to the bottom lane.
Speaking of TPs, Maestro's in trouble, so is iBoy. They do have summoners. Maestro flashes out of the play. Slows are going to be there with the Electro Harpoon. Southwind just trying to auto down this Lux. They can't quite finish the kill, but Rookie, he's not level 6, but he's got his Living Shadow. Might try and make this one happen onto iBoy. The thumbs up comes out. Vici survived.
Nice job from Vici to survive that. TP and a roam coming through from Rookie. And there's nothing that IG are able to get for the play. So Vici coming out nicely ahead on that play. Cube could shove in this top lane. Ning isn't even there to collect this wave. So nice job.
Yeah, really great stuff coming out from the side of Vici here. And it means that they're the ones with a 1,000 gold lead to start this one off. Cube especially in that 2v1 now has himself a CS lead, is crashing a wave against the tower because TheShy TP'd on the bottom side. But Rookie wanting to try and get an all-in onto Zeka. He's still not level 6 just yet. Should be getting relatively close to that mid lane.
Yeah, once he clears this wave, he will hit it. So that's kind of at the point we're at. But Vici, honestly, are doing a pretty good job of playing against what IG are trying to do. IG's composition is one that certainly wants to try and snowball, especially when you got the likes of a Zed, when you got TheShy in the top lane. So if Vici are able to play at range and keep themselves ahead in this game, their siege potential is really strong, their pick potential is super strong with the Zeka, iBoy, Maestro ranged combo that they can work with here. So IG, at least I know that this is obviously a lot more of a fun game, but still got to be careful about how they try and approach Vici.
Wait and see, but Vici are going to try and set up a play here. The traps are going to come down, and that is going to be Southwind. God, this feels like revenge from Vici here. This feels like they want a little bit of what Game 1 happened, but the other way around. Ning the target now as he dodges from the root, and will be able to get out with his life at very least. The red buff not going to be contested by Vici.
Well, Rookie is having some control issues in this lane against Zeka, so I'm not surprised. I was kind of surprised that they didn't try and go for that red buff, but Southwind respawning, so we weren't sure if there's going to be a bigger contest. But this is a game where we're kind of seeing Sett isn't quite in the meta at the moment, because unfortunately it's kind of hard to get snowballing, especially if you are put behind in these early stages, and you can't have much pressure coming through from Ning because Leyan is just everywhere right now.
Rookie's doing all right when it comes to CS. He's going to be even for now. But I have to say, I don't know this mid lane matchup particularly well. I was expecting this to be heavily Zed favored. I expected this to just be Rookie dominating, but feels like Zeka knows the matchup better than I do, and he's doing a really good job of matching Rookie in that mid lane. But with a serrated Dirk and now level 6, or level 7 in fact, there is definitely kill threat. And I'm expecting Rookie to try and make that happen. But it's important to mention that Vici, against all odds, are doing a really good job of matching each and every time IG try and make one of these plays.
Well, we're going to see one more coming through from Ning, but we'll be spotted out by this ward on the top side. Southwind and Puff are on full roaming duty right now as we start to look towards this Rift Tower that's spawned. And iBoy and Maestro are perfectly happy to try and trade this. They know that, hey, look, we can actually get these turret plates on the bottom side for this, and we're going to be fine with that.
Cube going to have some support from Leyan in the top side of the map here as TheShy and Ning try and set themselves up for a dive. Face breaker with an equalizer on top of it. Cube is going to go down here. Haymaker to finish it off, and now Leyan looking to answer. Damage onto Ning, and bear in mind with Haymaker on cooldown, this should be a kill. It's answered though, and a great arrow across the map from Puff all the way from Herald. They're going to be able to grab that at the same time.
And now they can just move this up towards topside. You've got Rumble, Puff, Southwind all there to start making these plays work. So IG, they do actually get this snowball at least starting to go in their favor. But they've still got a ways to go yet with a 1,000 gold lead for Vici.
Yep, still feeling pretty good for Vici, but with this Herald moving up to the top side, I wouldn't be surprised to see Puff just drop that one immediately. They're trying to start to get some of these turret plates over because in the meantime, iBoy has just been free farming. He's been hammering away on this turret in the bottom side.
And this is the Caitlyn special, right? So even though you will be able to use that Rift Herald top side eventually to crack open these last two turrets, here she goes, it will still mean that you're getting a decent answer on this bottom side for Vici. So when all's said and done, it's more so just the kills that were the big differentiator that went over in favor of IG.
Yeah, Puff will be able to finish that tower off in a moment. That's insane damage out of Cube, and Leyan wants to finish the job, has collateral damage available. Heal came out. Southwind not level 6 yet. Leyan tried to finish it, flashes forward. Puff now in trouble as he flashed the wrong way. Double kill for Leyan. We said he's against his old team, and you can feel it with that scoreline, 4-1-1. Now Ning comes in with a great showstopper to pull Cube underneath the tower. Nicely done on the Sett.
Well done from Ning. These two junglers want to show that they're worthy.
But it ain't over. Deathmark in the bottom lane. iBoy in trouble, and that is easily enough damage to finish it with the Ignite. Maybe not easily, but they got the kill.
Hey, a kill's a kill when it comes towards Rookie. He'll get his first one on the board as TheShy now will begin to move in underneath this turret, start to add a couple more plates to his back pocket as well. And with 3-1 on Ning, Rookie getting a kill, TheShy looking pretty damn good. Hey, IG, they've woken up in this game.
They certainly have, and Zeka finally going to be able to get himself a couple of turret plates and answer in some way, but IG are turning the pace up. And you know what? The gold lead is still very much in favor of Vici. They are doing a great job of keeping up in pace. I'm just glad that the pace has picked up again.
Exactly. And when we look at this game, IG have multiple different ways that they can look to play out this game. You can have Rookie off in a side lane. He can keep trying to push against the likes of Cube. You don't really have like chip potential on the tower, but at least as this said, you can look to try and kill the Jayce underneath the tower. Same if Zeka is the one who's trying to wave clear against you. So I'd expect Rookie to play off in the side lane eventually when we get to this mid-game point. And then as the rest of IG, you have a super strong 4-man unit that can aggress pretty effectively on towards Vici when you've got speed-ups coming through, but Ning needs to not get hit by bindings like that, especially when we get to those later teams.
That's the combo that we always see where the trap comes down, the Q immediately over it, and then the empowered auto attack afterwards. And even when you're Sett, that's a lot of damage coming on in. He does have the passive, so he'll be able to heal himself up at least a little bit, but the damage will continue to come down onto this tower as iBoy tries to finish things off. Puffs arrive, Southwind's on the way, but I don't think that they've got what it takes to keep this one alive. So things equalize when it comes to plates and where that plate gold went as well.
Well, I mean, TheShy did manage to pick up 2 of those plates in the top lane before Puff joined in, so we do have a little bit more of it spread out on IG, but definitely when we look towards how strong Caitlyn can be and how much Vici want iBoy to start snowballing, having the 5 plates onto the Caitlyn is a much better call for them. And now she'll be able to back up, she'll get her Infinity Edge, more than likely be able to work towards at least a decent chunk of that Zeal item as well. So at least from Vici's point of view, they're going to be in a pretty strong spot come this mid-game. It's just a case of can they keep their distance in these fights? Can they get the poke off onto IG at a couple of these objectives before the fights really kick off and IG can close the distance?
I mean, that, to me, honestly, the question is just, can Leyan carry? He's the one with a huge portion of this team's goal right now. 4-1-1 on this Graves. And now it's his test, I guess, because Ning is trying to start this fight. Collateral damage used just for safety here. Deathmark onto Zeka. A lot of damage coming through, but it's not enough to finish off a kill. With an Ignite there and a Paddle Star, Rookie will get out of things. 1v1 from Puff onto iBoy. The slow is there, and iBoy can't turn this one around. Everything dodged, and Puff grabs a kill by himself. Cube wants to answer, because Puff, you got the kill, but you've moved onto the wrong side of the map. It's going to be Cube to answer.
Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide for Puff. It'll be 1-for-1. Vici now looking to move in towards this mid lane, seeing if they can try and capitalize on this opportunity as both TheShy and Rookie have taken up residence in their respective side lanes. But Yeah, I mean, this is going to turn into a lot of kills all over the place in a couple of minutes.
It certainly is. Ning wants to start a fight onto Leyan next. The shield comes out from Maestro, slows away. As Ning will just grab himself the skull grab. And I have to say, that play from Puff on the Ashe there, people were asking at the start of this year, is Puff going to be able to fill Jackie Love's shoes? Well, right now, he's just wanting to imitate Jackie Love and exactly what he'd do.
Exactly. Sidestep 1, sidestep 2, walk around the trap, get the kill. Just a bit unfortunate that Cube did have his TP up and available, which means he could join in. Bit unfair, I'll say, in a 1v1 duel to have someone join in like that, but it does mean Vici are able to answer back and get a kill on towards this Jayce, who's sitting 2 and 3 right now. Did opt for the Hex Drinker first item in this lane against TheShy to give him a bit of extra stats, but now working up towards those locality items.
I'm going to be clearing. His Ning is literally on the other side of the wall trying to Hex Splash into the chicken pit. Just forced away out of his own jungle. Go home, Ning. You're not welcome
It was so unnecessary. I mean, you're faster to just walk through at that point and hit the chickens, but I mean, look, who am I to blame him? Ning wants the Hex Flash over the wall.
I feel like he knew that they were there and was trying to like engage a play.
Surprise,
Just
yeah.
They also knew he was there, and so Hex Flash when you get tapped is going to be a little embarrassing.
The surprise set is the deadliest, but I mean, Ning is having a pretty good time this game. 3-1, both junglers looking pretty damn strong. As Rookie, not quite able to make things work over the wall there.
Yeah, just going to be getting a bit of damage down as Herald going to spawn once more. Puff has the arrow available and immediately throws it out. iBoy wise to it this time though, dodges away and keeps himself safe. But there's actually a surprising amount of poke on the side of IG as well, especially just from Rookie.
Certainly so, but the problem here, though, is as we start to move towards this next dragon, which is in a minute 40, you have Vici already picked up 2. That'll put them on towards that soul point if they pick up this third dragon. And then that poke potential becomes really obnoxious for IG to deal with, where you've already got the regen coming through. You've stronger poke on the side of Vici if they ever get to group up. But when they're looking to now add a Rift Herald into that quota of objectives they've secured for themselves, well, getting these structures down gives them so much opportunity to push the tempo advantage, get these waves in order, manage to group up, and punish IG underneath these structures.
This is a nice TP from TheShy as well to force this Herald in favor of IG. And a Herald is a nice objective for them because, as you mentioned before, they don't really have a whole ton of siege potential. They don't have a lot of ways to try and get these towers outside of winning a team fight and then forcing a play. So a Herald definitely helps them crack this map open.
Exactly. IG are very much looking to play as a 1-3-1 and then try and group once they've shoved in these waves far enough, so then they can try and catch out members of Vici, with Rookie coming in over a sidewall, having TheShy come in with these big equalizers, and then fighting with a numbers advantage. The best way for them to do it is through gathering these Rift Heralds, taking down these side lanes, so they have the opportunity to push in these waves and then group with the rest of IG.
I have to say, this is feeling... Oh, Zeka. I thought he was going to go for a troll bubble there. So Rookie's just waiting off to the side of the lane. And Leyan grabs himself some chickens. When it comes to this jungle matchup, it really feels like these two guys know each other well, and they're saying, I'm the better IG jungler. We've got 3-1-1 for Ning. We got 4-1-1 for Leyan. Now Dragon going to be started off.
I mean, Leyan's getting the OP player this game, though, so, I mean, that says a lot here for Leyan, is that Ning definitely was able to school him around in that last game, but Leyan doing a decent job keeping up in this one. Now, Vici, Rift Herald doesn't actually amount to very much in the mid lane, which Vici are definitely going to give a sigh of relief to, as they will manage to pick up that third dragon completely uncontested.
They certainly shall. The Herald went down in the mid lane, but didn't achieve all or too much. And now the counter push comes out from Vici. And let's bear in mind, Vici have some pretty insane range to work with. When you look at the pick potential, if a light binding lands onto someone, once there's a couple of items on this squad, that person is going down. You can see Zeka going towards a Ludens. As iBoy, unfortunately, not quite positioned correctly on the blast cone there. But he does have himself an Infinity Edge. And you can see these items are really starting to come through across the board for Vici. Once we do get towards, you know, 1 or 2 completed items across this team, they are going to be able to skirmish. But we said how IG doesn't have siege potential. Vici has it for days.
They really do. The problem, though, is that IG are not looking to siege. They're looking to play with Rookie off in the side lane. Now that he's shoved in, trying to see if he can catch anyone off in transition to save this top lane turret.
Yeah, worst case scenario, IG can just rinse and repeat this once again. They're quite happy to watch 2 waves of minions die to that top lane tower and watch Vici lose that golden XP. iBoy dodges the arrow once again. I love that Puff is basically just throwing it out on cooldown at iBoy.
I mean, everyone in these teams seems to be staring each other across the rift. We got Zeka who picks up Zed. Rookie says, nah, I'm going to show you how it's done. Puff and iBoy going at it. Jesus.
No recalls for you. 2 ultimates to deny.
I mean, Maestro seems to want to be getting involved in this as well through the bottom lane. And even we talked about Ning and Leyan, they are looking at each other going, no, I'm going to get the upper hand here. So this definitely seems to be a bit more personal when we look at this game.
It does feel a little bit that way, doesn't it? But one thing that we do need to mention here is Vici, while all of the chaos has been going on in the early game, have got themselves 3 dragons back to back. So as we head towards it'll be about the 22-minute mark. There's going to be an Ocean Soul available on the Rift for Vici, and IG can't really afford to let that happen.
Not at all. Especially when you look at the rookie, it would be absolutely the biggest detriment to his ability to assassinate someone, although Zeka wants to do that to him. Ooh. That was quick reactions.
Yeah, it was. Rookie not messing about here. And it feels like he's consistently suspicious this game. After that first play where they had flashed after him into the chickens to finish the kill, like when we saw him split pushing on the top side, immediately like goes for the sweeper as he heads into that jungle. He's like, is someone coming? Am I in trouble here?
Baron is now up and about at the 20-minute mark. IG, though, have not got a hope of ever moving over towards this. Vici have an incredibly quick Baron take if they can get onto it. The only issue is, obviously, very, very squishy. If you group up towards the likes of these objectives too early, and you've started it up, IG are going to try and pounce, get the kills, make sure they can secure the advantages for themselves. But honestly, I think Vici are pretty happy with the way this game is going. Now they're starting to crack open these turrets. It's a minute and a half until that 4th dragon is up and available for them.
Oh, the slow went down, and that means the flash has come out. Equalizer onto 2. In the meantime, the rest of IG are going to start themselves a siege in the mid lane. They grab themselves 1 tower as IG Rookie wants to make a play. This is where he was hiding on Galio last time. This time on the Zett. Goes onto Q, but can't quite finish off the kill.
Now, these shurikens aren't quite connecting as much as you'd like, especially with the flash away from Cube, so Rookie not able to get that damage down to kill the Vici gaming top laner, but we'll buy some time, buy some space, where Vici are desperately trying to shove in these waves, get control of the jungle for this dragon that's about to spawn in a minute. We're already starting to see the resets coming through from Vici for that next objective.
Yeah, just going to be clearing waves. Rookie gets an opportunity to get some hits down on this bottom lane tower. There's no way for Vici to contest this one. And that'll be the last tier 1 taken now for IG. So the map, a lot more wide open for them to start to use and abuse the fact that they can go for this 1-3-1 strategy later in the game.
And I imagine, actually, I'd like to see...
Oh, that's a trouble bubble and a half. Minion wave is in the way, so Zeka won't be able to finish off a kill just yet, but it looks like Zeka's still going to keep going for this one. There's no tower available right now. Zeka flashes in, but the death mark immediately comes out. Rookie has been 1v1 though as he jumps back. The ignite's not enough, and Zeka's the one to go down. How does Rookie survive that?
Just about able to get away with it, and with those TPs coming in, Zeka can't close the deal. So now IG man up at least for a little bit of time, but they need Rookie to get back onto this map with 5 seconds until that dragon.
Oh no, Ning! To start a play, but you don't get to move once you're caught one time the trap hit. The arrow goes wide though from Puff, and now on towards this dragon. Leyan would love to get a smite. If Leyan gets the Drake, that's Ocean Soul for Vici. Shot comes in onto Puff as they start this Drake in. Everybody goes equalizer across the team as well. Ning with a haymaker, but Leyan surviving for now. Shots out from the Caitlyn. As it's all about iBoy right now, trying to win this fight for his team, trying to get this damage down, because IG are low, and he's looking to clean up. That's 2 kills for him now as they go onto the dragon next. Puff in Southwind, in the brush. The Piltover Peacemaker just goes wide, and they reset once more. Leyan is here, Ning is not. Smite advantage very much in favor of Vici. Here comes Zeka over the wall. Trouble bubble, not quite going to land. They get themselves the dragon. Now they want some more. After the Ocean Drake, iBoy aggressed upon by Rookie, but the exhaust ruins everything. 3 kills for iBoy in this fight, and Zeka wants a bit of that action himself. Flashes forward with the stolen spell and gets the double.
And that's going to be Ocean Soul over towards Vici Gaming. They managed to bring it back and fight their way through river, playing at range, making sure IG can't get on top of them, and iBoy popping every single headshot along the way, with Vici now feeling confident to turn towards this Baron.
And you could see in the player cams, even after all of that, Rookie's just giggling to himself. He's like, well, we messed it up, guys. Never mind, eh? Onto the Baron we go for Vici. Maestro just going to play keep away on towards Ning, who would love to make a play in here. Hex flash over the wall to get around the backside, but he's going to be too late if he doesn't get into this pit. 2,000 on the Baron. Everyone onto Ning. TheShy with an equalizer across the squad. In with the showstopper, but taken down too early. That's Baron for Vici.
Show was stopped there for Ning, not able to get into the pit and try and smite it away. Now Rookie!
Oh, he wants some revenge. He wants something in this game, but he ain't going to find it. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, this Zed pick is just not working out at all. I thought maybe we'd see Rookie be able to make it work, but you know what? Zed's not in the meta for a reason. It's just not going to be any sort of fun times at all. And this is going to be the play in the bot side of the map where Rookie just about manages to escape. Honestly, if these TPs hadn't come in, this would have been a solo kill for Zeka.
Yeah, it's beautiful stuff going out from Zeka. And he flashed forwards as Rookie went back to the original Shadow as well. That was so unlucky. But really well played from Rookie as well.
Very much so. And either way now, iBoy, this is the replay of them being able to get these kills. Wasn't sure if that Luden's proc was actually going to kill Puff, but not quite. Still though, Zeka's able to finish them off.
Beautiful stuff on the Zoe. Zeka has been looking good this game, against Rookie no less. And now Vici, they're the ones with the siege composition. We talked about it before. They've got an Ocean Soul to keep themselves safe while they siege. They've got a Baron to bolster their siege. It all feels pretty good for them. But Ning wants to ruin things. He's on the flank. He has his showstopper available. He's trying to find a way in. Damage out from Rookie as well with the Living Shadow. Puff trying to 1v1 iBoy. You don't get to do that. Equalizer down. I mean, it's already over. Vici have won the fight. IG still trying to start things off here. Deathmark onto Leyan, but Rookie, you can't even 1v1 the jungler at this point in the game. TheShy can't do anything. Ning goes down. He's all falling apart real quick for IG.
Oh, this is just all over the place. Ning trying to hold back the wave. He's brushed off by Cube. And Rookie, I mean, he's trying desperately to get someone killed, but I mean, a Black Cleaver, Graves, who's already, I think might be a level ahead of him as well, is just not going to be able to be taken down that easily by the Zen.
Oh my goodness, the damage out of iBoy. See ya later, Southwind. We're going to game 3, Dagda. 8-18 is Vici. They've done exactly what IG did to them in game number 1. They have obliterated their opponents. Another double kill comes in for iBoy on this Caitlyn. 7-2-3. He wants his own MVP.
A well played from Vici.